Welcome back. We just spoke to Graham, and he's on stage now, so you might hear a little bit of tuning and Graham's antics on stage here, but we thought we'd just crack on with it anyway. So I've got Roxanne in. Hi, Roxanne. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to Crawdaddy Campout, which is kind of like the mop-up event after Rustic, and it gives me a chance to talk to a few people and look at the future and what's happening with the festival and try and entice people in to play, you know. So that's kind of my, you know, I've let all my secrets out now. Roxanne knows exactly what I'm after here. But oh well, we're open there. But thank you for coming, and thank you for braving the weather, and thank you that you'll be playing shortly. And you've got a new single out, and I've heard it. It's brilliant.
Thank you.
What's the inspiration on this? Where does this all come from? Are you a pirate? What's happening?
Well,
here?
now you're giving away all my secrets.
Ah, okay, right.
No, so I was at Summer Solstice last year.
Oh, brilliant.
And it was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
And my good friend Jo, she told this tale of a grandmother spider who gives creatures their souls, and she sends them out to capture fire, but none of them manage to. They all get lost or the fire goes out. So she goes out and she captures this fire, and she brings it back and she sets it off, and it creates the sun. And so they call her the sun goddess.
Wow.
So that was the inspiration for this.
And is that a folk tale?
Yes.
And is that local, or is that just do you know where the origin of that is, or?
So it's I believe a North American folk tale.
Cool.
It's based on a North American folk tale.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I can see a video of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the plan, hopefully.
That's great.
Yeah.
That would be a really cool thing to do. That would be really cool. So it's in the can. It's ready for release.
It's out.
It's out.
Yeah,
it's done.
It's out. Yeah.
On all networks.
Yeah.
Or?
So it's on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. You can find the links on my Facebook as well. Roxanne Phillips Music.
Right.
It's gradually getting on more platforms.
Brilliant.
There's also quite a few radio stations it's on at the moment.
Super.
So, yeah.
And Matt Black has been involved in this.
Matt Black has been the absolute godsend of Gods of the Sun.
He is one of my heroes.
Yes.
Don't tell him that. His head will just get so big.
It's already big enough.
Yeah. He was here last night and he did a fantastic show. Made everyone laugh and cry and everything else. Classic.
His Titanic rendition.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he did that. That's it. That's right. Yeah, everyone was like, what? Yeah. But no, brilliant. So Matt is, he's an absolute all-round top bloke. So. And he's in charge of the OMAs, is that right?
Yes,
yeah.
Which I actually won.
And I believe you did win. And what was the category?
It was the special award, the JT award for overcoming adversity and diversity.
Brilliant.
In music.
JT, so that's a sponsor for it, JT award?
So JT was a young man that actually passed away, I think a couple of years ago.
Right.
So his parents are part of the panel that decide who get that award.
Superb.
So, yeah.
I was at the OMAs, so I did clap, and I was meant to do a little speech.
Oh yeah.
And I needed to have a wee. And I had a wee, and it was right at the point where I was supposed to go up, and so I missed the opportunity because I have to have a little wee. So
you heard my terrible jokes.
Well, they were great. It was all good. It was all good. But it was a great night, and they're going to go into the Lighthouse, I think, in January. So I will be there. So
hopefully I'll be there too if I get invited for an award.
I'm sure you will.
We'll see.
We'll try and make it a rule that any previous, award winners should go back in there. I think that'd be a good idea, isn't it?
We'll just boycott. Turn up and chain ourselves outside.
And you were supposed to be playing somewhere today, but the weather was a little bit.
Yes. So I'm heading over to Siona Camping later on, but their gazebo, it's in Burton. Their gazebo has done a runner, so. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It got legs and ran off.
Brilliant. So Burton, that's my grandparents. That's Christchurch Burton, is that right? Yeah. There are many Burtons. So,
many Burtons.
But yeah. Oh, that's cool. So that didn't happen, but did happen, but who knows?
It may happen.
This seems to be the general thing in the last month or two, is just the weird weather, and I sincerely hope that this is not a repeat every year, because we've got a bit of a problem on.
It was okay last year.
Yeah.
I played Siona last year and it was all right. So
is it a large event, or is that sort of
medium? It's a camping
like
festival-y type thing, so they have different acts each week.
Brilliant.
So my good friend Millie is playing next
Millie.
Saturday.
Yeah, we all love Millie.
Yeah.
So have you been out literally every weekend doing festivals
Yeah.
and stuff? Really cool.
Yeah, busy.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it gets busier now. So
And how far afield have you been? Have you been keeping it fairly local? Or you been?
it's fairly local. I mean,
Cool.
probably an hour, give or take, at the most at the moment. Yeah.
And generally a good experience of all the festivals? They've all been
Yeah.
good for you?
Yeah,
Cool.
apart from a couple, I think,
Okay.
in terms of accessibility,
Right.
I've found that, some in particular just don't really consider wheelchairs and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a previous discussion about that, and it's something that I'm quite about as well,
Yeah.
because accessibility is everything for me as well. So,
Yeah.
and I hope that we can work a bit more about that, because you have a bit more understanding of the
Bit more
situation.
oomph.
Yeah.
Got the wheels.
You got the wheels, but you got the drive for that as
Oh,
well, and,
excuse
and
the-
you got the
yeah.
the international sign of the wheelchair. There we go. But no, it's great. It's been really great talking to you today, and it's been really good to get your enthusiasm and kind of feed a bit of that, because that's enthused me to move
Yeah.
with the accessibility thing. So hopefully
Yeah.
next year we will crack that nut.
Yeah,
and get
something
that
that's
sorted
really
out.
important to me, because not just because I'm in a wheelchair, but also I know other people have experienced
Yeah.
festivals in the same capacity. And
Yeah.
if you're playing at a festival, you should be looked after. If you're going to a festival, you should be looked after, regardless
Absolutely.
who you are.
Absolutely.
Um,
And you're the what we call the talent. So really, you have to be facilitated to get on that stage and do what you're supposed to do and do your
Yeah.
job without crawling around or hanging off to stuff
Yeah.
or risking breaking limbs to
Yes.
do that. That's wrong.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And I have crawled under drum kits with a broken arm and things like that. So
it just blows my mind
yeah.
how we are in 2023 and we're having to do things like that. It's just
Yes.
absolutely, you know.
Yeah. And I love music, but
course.
I don't want to put myself in danger.
Of course
do
not. Of course
No.
not. And you shouldn't. Absolutely. So we'll make a pledge and we'll make sure that changes next year.
Yes.
We'll work on that. So what's the plans now? You've got a single out, so I'm presuming this will be an album after
Yeah,
this?
so we're in the process of recording an album.
Wonderful.
So it's going to be a folk sea shanty.
Superb.
album.
I'm going to be
Yeah.
really into that. That's
So
my
we're
bag.
planning on getting, on some of the songs, we're planning on getting hopefully around 30, 50 people in a room.
Oh, can I join?
Yes.
Can I come
Me, please.
I can
To
sing.
do some shouting.
Brilliant. I
and
can
some,
I can shout, but I've
some
got a bit of a
stomping.
high shout, because it might be a girl shout, but you know how it is. Yeah.
That's okay. We
But
don't
you
discriminate.
can always cut me out if you want. But I would love to. That'd be
That would be
great. It'd be
great,
an
yeah.
honour to be in part of that. That'd be
Yeah.
brilliant fun.
As long as you have a stomping foot and a loud voice. You're
I
welcome.
think I can do that. I'll start practicing now, and
Good.
I'll audition for you, and then you
Okay.
go, well, okay, I'll call you later or whatever. But yeah, that'd be
I'll
great.
put a thing up if anybody would like to audition. No, just.
No, absolutely. And I think it'd be great. I mean,
Yeah.
get that. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, and we'll film it all as well. And it'll be
Brilliant.
Magic.
Brilliant. That sounds superb. And where will you be recording that, do you think? I mean, you're welcome to come here if you would like to, but of course Matt is the
Yeah,
chief
so
producer.
depending on what Matt says,
Yeah,
he's in
cool,
charge.
cool,
Yeah,
Cool. I'll be talking to Matt.
yeah.
And
Just give him a little nudge.
yeah, I will do.
Yeah.
I will do. It's great. No,
he needs
that's
quite a big nudge, as he's got a big
yeah,
head.
he's
No, I'm
got a
just
very
joking.
no, he's got a busy calendar. Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
did,
has,
But
yeah.
that'd be brilliant. So, how many tracks are going to go on the album again? Sorry, was it-
Probably around 12.
and
10
you've
to
written
12.
all those?
So there's still a few to write.
Oh, okay.
Most of them are done, but there's still a
Brilliant.
few in the process of being done. So.
And your writing process, is there a kind of a formula that you work to, or is it kind of random?
Well, I have a brain a bit like a sponge.
Okay.
So if I experience something or I hear something, I'll think, oh, that would make a good song. Then I'll write the lyrics, and then
Cool.
I'll put the music on top.
Do you have a notebook where you write stuff in?
Yes.
Cool.
Uh,
Are you
so-
old school or you've got iPhone?
Well, I'm a bit of a perfectionist.
Cool.
So I have 3 notebooks. So one of them is to write
Brilliant.
my ideas.
Yeah.
Then
yeah.
I write them out.
Right.
And then I write them into my music book.
That's
so
cool.
Then they go in neatly.
Oh, I
So,
wish I was that organised.
Yeah.
I know we put it on an iPhone and then forget it and lose it, and it's done. Yeah, that's.
But I tend to get inspired by, because it's quite easy to be inspired in Dorset for folk and shanties.
Absolutely.
I did Milford-on-Sea Festival a couple of weekends
right,
ago.
yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
2,000 people. It was,
Wow.
yeah, it was really something. And the audience were dancing. It
Brilliant.
was, yeah, really great festival. And but I'd actually got lost trying to get there. So someone said to me, "You're going to write a song about that?" So I've just written a song called Lost on the Road to Milford on Sea.
Brilliant. Yeah, that's cool. That's great.
So yeah,
Was that a one-stage thing then at Milford,
yes.
or was it? Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So one stage at the bottom of the hill, and then everybody else.
Oh, that
on
sounds
the top.
great.
Yeah.
I've not heard of Milford.
Yeah. Oh, it was great. You should check it out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. There's so many events that are happening.
Yeah.
And it's good and it's bad in some ways because people sport for choice, and then they've got this problem of like, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? You know. But it is great. It is great.
We find that as artists sometimes you get asked to do this and you get asked to do that, and it's like, which ones am I going to do?
And shoehorning in, trying to get as much in as possible.
And I just want to play everything.
Of course you do. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
So, album release date. Have you got anything set for that?
We don't have a date yet. It's quite relaxed.
Cool.
I think sometimes putting pressure and time constraints can be a bit restricting.
It can be.
And we've got a lot of ideas.
Okay.
Both Matt and I have a lot of ideas. And,
Brilliant.
We've obviously got friends on board. So Millie is on the album.
Super.
She's quite a busy bee. So.
Very at the moment.
Yes.
Very busy.
Yeah,
Any more musicians you've got involved with it?
Yeah. So my friend Yui.
Mm-hmm.
Ethereal, she's on the album as well.
Oh yes. Yeah.
So she's playing violin.
Brilliant.
So.
Yeah, I saw her playing violin somewhere, and I was like, wow, that I didn't realise she could play violin.
Very talented.
Yeah,
she can play lots of things.
It was very cool to hear, actually. Yeah.
And my friend Squeezebox, Sophie.
Oh yes.
Everson. Yeah,
she lives not far from here, actually.
She lives in a little hut.
Yeah, she's in the next field.
Like a hillbilly.
Yeah, I like a hillbilly.
Yeah.
She's popping up all over the place as well. She's certainly getting busy on that. This is great.
She just had me play Love Jam last weekend.
Okay.
So lots of people dancing around, shouting, yodeling, no alcohol, no shoes.
Cool.
Where was that? Amazing.
Where was that?
It was above the Harvester.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it was quite the experience.
Wow, okay.
Even though there was only about 50 people, it was very loud when I was playing my sea shanties.
Wow.
Very big response.
That's cool.
Yeah, linking arms, dancing around in circles.
Oh, perfect.
It was like a barn dance.
That's
really
brilliant. I mean, as a musician, putting that out and seeing that in front of you, it's just totally inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah, it really was. It made me remember why I do the upbeat shanty stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
It's all about energy.
Yeah.
And if you're giving that energy off, they'll link in and they'll reciprocate that, and it's a brilliant feeling.
Yeah, it was incredible. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, and I know you've got to get ready for your gig, and I'm afraid it's a bit wet out there, but you know.
I'm under shelter. I'm okay.
Good. Well, we'll stand in the rain for you.
Yeah.
But thanks again, and thanks for coming in, and check out. And there's some names here. Is there an album title now, or
it will be called Gods of the Sun.
Gods of the Sun.
That will be the title of the album, and you can find that on Roxanne Phillips Music when it comes out.
Brilliant.
You should add me anyway, because
absolutely, Roxanne Phillips.
Got lots of gigs coming up.
Facebook, Instagram, it's everywhere.
Wheelchair Warrior Boxer Rocks on Instagram.
Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
Wheelchair Warrior Boxer
Rocks.
Rocks. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That rolls.
You'll never guess what else I do other than music.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Have you blended that music and boxing in
there?
there?
Not just yet, no.
That could be a new thing. Yeah. Brilliant.
I think maybe my hands might be a bit busy if I'm boxing.
Yeah, you don't want to be playing the boxing gloves and the guitar. I'm sure how
might
you
accidentally whack
actually
someone
hold
around
a
the
plectrum.
head with
the
the guitar.
Could be a bit messy.
Yeah. Or sing in someone's face when I'm supposed to be boxing. You know?
Yeah, get the two mixed up.
Start singing Hum Diddly Eye in someone's face.
Well, it could be a whole new fighting technique or whatever. Yeah, it'd be brilliant. Absolute pleasure. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
And we will listen to you, and we'll live stream what you're going to do. Brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Anne.